Hey, I'm Gopi Akinapalli, Marketing Manager for Wireless Power Products. Today in my video, I'm going to show how to use 9235A-RB reference design. P9235A-RB is a highly integrated wireless power transmitter, which can be used for building 5-watt Qi transmitter pad, or a wireless charger for a smartphone, or a wireless charger for a stylus. P9235A-RB can be paired with P9222-R for making a complete 5-watt system. Here is P9235A-RB reference design. Here is P9235A-RB. It has integrated current sense amplifier, integrated voltage and current demodulator, drivers for full bridge rectifier, and an ARM M0. ARM M0 fetches the instructions from the SPI flash here and executes them. You can power the 9235A-RB reference design using a 5 volts 2 amps micro USB adapter here, or a power supply on V-in and ground test points. You can configure the settings in the SPI flash by connecting USB to I2C dongle on this header. Here I powered the reference design using a 5 volts 2 amps power supply on the test points here, and connected USB to I2C dongle on the header and connected it to my computer, where I launched P9235A-RB wireless power GUI. Once you launch P9235A-RB GUI, press the connect on the top left corner, and it shows the status of 9235A-RB connection and USB to I2C dongle connection on the bottom right. Here is the dashboard which shows the status of the complete system. Here you're seeing the input voltage of P9235A-RB reference design, input current, and the status, which is in the detection phase. Look, here in the detection phase, 9235A-RB is continuously pinging to see if a receiver is placed on the transmitter. Once you place 9222-R reference design on P9235A-RB, the dashboard gets updated with receiver manufacturing ID, receiver type, receiver reported power, and transmitter input voltage, input current, transmitted power, operating frequency, operating duty cycle, and power losses. And also the state changes to the power transfer state. Let's look at how you could use other sections of the GUI. Here is the configuration section of the GUI where you can read the current configuration and make changes to it. Here is the FOD section of the GUI which you can use to tune the FOD. Here is a programming section of the GUI where you can program the hex file which you can generate from this GUI. Here are the register window which you can use to read and write registers and monitor registers. Let's look at an example on how you could configure 9235A-RB reference design using the GUI. Let's go to the config section of the GUI and read the current configuration. In the current configuration, the green LED is solid green in the power transfer state. As you see in the graphical user interface, the green LED is set to 1000 milliseconds on time and 0 milliseconds off time. You could change this by changing the off time equal to on time of 1000 milliseconds and configuring it to RAM. Once you configure it to the RAM, the configuration goes into the RAM section of the ARM M0 controller, and you can see the status gets updated. Here you're seeing now the green LED blinking in the charge state. Once you're happy with the configuration, remove the receiver from the transmitter pad and generate a hex firmware. After the GUI generates a hex firmware, you get a prompt. Once the GUI generates hex firmware, you can go into the programming section and load the hex firmware which was generated. Erase the flash. Program the flash with a new hex firmware. You can verify the programming. Once you load the hex file into the SPI flash, you can power cycle the board. After power cycling, the new configuration will be the default configuration of this reference design. And when you place 9222-R on 9235A-RB, and when they go into power transfer state, like you see here, the green LED is blinking in the power transfer state. This is how you use P9235A-RB reference design, and the graphical user interface to customize the design for your requirements. Thank you for your time. For more information, please visit our website.